Mamdani. I am director at Makerere Institute of Social Research, Makerere University. I grew up in Kampala. I did all my pre-university schooling here in Shimoni, since you know these places. Shimoni Primary School, Nakirubo Primary School, Old Kampala Secondary School, Kalolo Secondary School, and then I finished what they call Cambridge O-levels, the year of Uganda's independence, 1962. And the US government gave an independence gift to Uganda, which included 23 scholarships. And I was one of the 23 who was sent to the US to study. And I spent 10 years. I did BA, MA, PhD, and then I came back here, 1972, which was the year of the Asian expulsion, expulsion of people of South Asian origin. So I was thrown out, and I ended up in a refugee camp in England for 3 months, and then got a job at the University of Dar es Salaam. And spent 6 years there, and came back here to teach at Makerere when Amin was thrown out. And spent 15 years teaching here. When I was a kid, preschool, I was in Dar es Salaam, and I had cousins, two girls, more or less my age, and they liked to read, and I liked to play outside. And eventually I got curious as to why they liked to read, and they sort of introduced me to reading at the age of, I don't know, 3 or 4. When I was in school here, really it wasn't a very scholarly environment, or wasn't an environment where kids were very interested in sort of reading, especially reading about sort of history or contemporary affairs, or even fiction. Basically these were kids of either business families, clerical families, some professionals, some artisans, and all of them wanted to they were either destined for their father's businesses, or they were destined for some profession that their ambitions were to become a doctor or an engineer or lawyer, something like that. And I wasn't really very different. I also wanted to become an engineer. And when I went to the US, I was sent there to do electrical engineering. The only different thing that happened to me was that I had a friend who was very smart, and he was very widely read. It was unusual in that he used to read a lot of fiction. And he was from a poor family, and I asked him what was he going to do. He was a year ahead of me, and he said, well, he was going to get a job because his family needed some money, some support.